What's up, gamers? Welcome back to my Let's Play of The Great Ace Attorney. My name is Chino, and I'm back here with Yami and Izahudi.
What's up?
Hello, everybody.
Alright, and the last time we were gonna go, outside of this cabin and finally go outside.
Yes, even though I'm in shackles, they're still sussing me as the murderer. But they're at least letting me go around the cabin, which is nice. Improvement, I guess. January 9th, in the morning, at the SS Aklar.
Yep.
Alclair?
Alclair? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Finally, I'm out of that cabin. It only took an hour of dialogue to get through. Still, I'm a little surprised. The corridor out here is narrower than you would expect, don't you think?
Seen any of this? I was in a suitcase when we walked through here.
Yeah!
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Come to think about it, I haven't even looked at the boat.
So he's an exchange student sent out by the Japanese government. He's given one of the finest rooms aboard, a first-class cabin.
Oh, I see.
You're wondering, my third-class cabin is about half the size of Kazuma's.
Damn. That's rough.
That's real sad. That's pretty cruel treatment you're getting there. Now, Sogi really did get it.
Look at that guy manspreading.
Oh, damn.
They're like, hey, take a
He's
look
a
over
Chan.
there. Look at that guy over there. Let's take a load of that dude.
Weird sunburn.
Who
I mean, tan
Who
line.
is this dude?
I don't know. Look at this dude.
Look at this bro. What is up with his
He's
sailor
just
hat?
chilling.
On guard, dude. Don't you have to be standing up to be guarding, bro? Come on.
Don't you?
Where's your sword or weapon, bro? Not even
He has
holding an
two
arm.
guns right there, can't you see? That
Hey,
door connects to the second-class cabins. I would think that sailor is on watch to prevent suspicious individuals from passing. I wonder who that could be. Naruhodo?
Individuals.
My hands.
Oh, me. I guess.
They got that animation, they're gonna use it. Can't help but notice that, though we've been aboard for half a month. Your eyes shine as though you're seeing all of this for the first time.
That's because he is. He's been
It is.
stuffed in
Quarantined
that.
for half a month.
He's been basically
Because I am.
quarantined inside the wardrobe
Didn't they
After
for
all.
15 days.
It's usually recommended for 14, right?
Yeah, the CDC told me to stay indoors, so I did. I was stowaway,
Understand.
and I was packed in a Sogi's trunk during embarkment. So yeah, I haven't even seen if this boat is going anywhere. Since then, I've been crammed into that wardrobe up until today.
Oh.
Must have been. Truly terrible indeed.
Don't look at me like that, please.
Oh, look at
I'm-
me.
I mean, I could just lock the door and just like hang around the bed. Or I don't know.
Okay,
I don't always have to stay in the
so,
wardrobe.
What should we
Thought
examine
I saw something in the
first?
corner by that
Yeah,
door.
what the heck is this?
Down the floor. What is
What
that?
is that?
What is
Let's
it?
see it.
This is a trap that's used to capture rodents. Put your hand in it, see what happens.
Do it! Do
Hey.
it!
Seen in Japan too. It's like they put the cheese on the trap, and this one looks like it uses bait and a sticky substance that I've never seen before, though.
One of my engineering classes actually had us design a car that would run off of the snapping mechanism of a mousetrap.
Wow. That's
Yeah, it was
My
cool.
goodness. No,
It was
that's
rough.
high
That's kinda
efficiency, baby.
cool.
Yeah. Mine wasn't too good though, because like you actually had to like measure out the string to see to know how far it would go.
Oh, I see.
Oh boy.
Let's see. The bait is a food called cheese, a Western staple made from fermented milk.
Huh.
Cheese. I wonder what that tastes like.
Gee. Wow, okay.
I see that curious look. Don't try to eat it. Or you'll only
eat
get
it.
your fingers pinched. Yeah, getting snapped by a mousetrap not a good experience.
Oof.
Yeah, no, I've.
Guess she could just give up. No, I
He's
haven't
never
gotten
gonna taste cheese ever.
no cheese.
Poor Naruhodo.
All I'm gonna get taste is
Were you
justice.
actually planning to eat it?
I mean, it's first for everything, right? Well, yeah. All I ever got to eat was chicken, and I was always jammed in that wardrobe with an empty stomach. I'm starving.
He was hungry.
I'll give you some snacks I brought later on.
Okay, all right.
That's nice.
I think I have some fruit gushers.
I
was
got some
hoping for
fruit
some-
snacks.
I'm hoping for a Lunchable.
Got some
Yeah, my
Welch's.
leftover Lunchables.
I got some
got the
Welch's for
Capri
you.
Sun.
Eat
some
your
Welch's fruit
Welch's.
snacks.
What is
The
that?
ones with the carrot flavored fruit snacks.
I actually like those.
Even though that's not a fruit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I know. It's nice and round, and it's kind of a cute touch to the hallway.
That's an
Kawaii.
alarm.
Cute.
It's an emergency alarm. Please don't touch it.
Don't
It's
do it.
cute. It's kawaii. Emergency alarm. What is an emergency? Well, this is
So
an
what
emergency.
is an alarm?
My friend
What's an
was dead.
emergency? Look right here. There's a notice. Please press button only in case of emergency. The button sends an alarm to the entire ship,
Sounds like
signaling the engines to temporarily stop.
It makes the engine stop.
What are you doing? Get that!
I'm
Don't
gonna get-
touch the button!
Really? What is that? What is happening to me right now? Not an emergency.
Already button. That clearly isn't the kind of emergency they mean.
Duh.
If you pushed that button and caused panic, we'd have a real emergency on our hands. Someone would probably jump off the edge of the ship just cause. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Well, should we just press the button again if it's a real emergency? I wish I could just stop everything happening to me right now.
Just think deeply about something and then time stops.
Yeah.
Please
That.
don't inconvenience an entire ship of people just because you're upset.
Oh, I'm angry.
He angry.
I'm gonna press that button.
I'ma press
hit
that
the-
button.
I'm gonna press the
You
button.
can't stop me.
I have to join them.
You
Create a
can't
meeting.
stop me now. Let's check this thing. What is this?
I can see an old, oversized ledger book and a pen on the desk over there. Maybe it's a log.
It's some kind of logbook.
Well, shall we take a look inside then? See who came in, came out?
Can't read. Wow, everything about this voyage is detailed in such beautiful writing.
Yeah, I've never thought these old sea dogs would actually write well. Just look at him. He's manspreading. This
You
man,
hurt.
Called him.
I even complimented him, but he
called
still
him a
refuses to
sea
acknowledge
dog.
it. The old sea dogs, those scurvy dogs. Oh, no.
Referring to him as an old sea dog wasn't the best choice of words.
And
You saw how I could mess you up. Think about what he could do.
Think about it. He could just
He
could
could
give
just...
you a Siberian blizzard. That one super from Street Fighter 4.
Oh, this is odd. It looks like the page for last night is almost completely blank.
Yep.
so in other words, the crew members noticed nothing of the ordinary last night.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, is this the map?
Ah.
The map of the ship.
It's the diagram of the ship, the SS, and Claire. That's it.
Three-deck structure with so many cabins. One might call this a technological marvel. That's also what they called the Titanic.
Naturally,
Let's not
I
talk
the
about
Titanic
that.
thing.
The Titanic
Okay.
was not a thing at this time. It was probably later.
I think it was like the early 1900s.
It was what
It
later?
was that
How does... No, the Titanic was in 1999. I'm just kidding. Well, how does this
Yeah, the Titanic set sail in 1912.
Yeah, so this was like set in like the 1800s. So
Yeah.
Okay.
They said they were in the
Through-
18th century, like the edge of the 19th century, so that must mean that it's the late 1700s? I'm not sure though. I'll double check.
How can a hunk of metal be floating on
It's
this
actually
water?
rather simple if you think about it.
No, it's not. It's not. Please don't. No, it's not.
I don't
I'm
want
gonna
logic.
blow your
please.
mind with science.
Please stop. I don't
I'm
like
learned
logic.
about buoyancy. It's all about the displacement of fluids, bro.
Well,
I don't like
think about
logic,
the
guys.
islands of Japan. Think
Yes.
about the entire country.
What about them? What about Japan?
Entire country.
Notice how it's floating?
It's floating.
It's because turtles are riding on the backs of it.
Even a massive
Exactly.
hunk of land like an island floats without effort.
But that's
It
'cause
ain't floating though.
it ain't floating. It's just attached.
So if you're not surprised that the islands float, then why be surprised that ships do?
Well, you see, it's because that's a pretty good point. You know, land can float. Then why can't boat float?
Boat float.
Boaty. All right. Let's see. Maybe we could talk to the sailor himself.
Oh,
See
yeah.
if he's a nice gentleman.
Oh gosh, I have to make a voice for him.
Yo, old sea dog.
Oh dang.
Excuse me. May I have a memento? Oh.
Oh look, it's the stowaway murderer.
Well, yes, it's a me.
It's a me.
Well,
Not a
that was
photo.
a way for him to crush my spirit right off the bat.
If he won't talk to you, perhaps he'd be willing to speak with me.
The fine lady. Give him the good old charm.
I'm part of the murder investigation. Good
a
morning,
cute
sir.
girl.
I ask you a few questions. I am small.
Oh look, it's the cheap servant girl that was stuffed into third class with the other foreigners. Wow, okay.
Amazing.
Well
Very cool.
then.
Understandable.
I
Have
see
a
I'm
nice
a target
day.
for his abuse as well.
Understandable. Have
He
a
must
nice
have had
day.
a bad childhood.
I mean,
He
to
must
be honest,
be
her
just
insult was
Russian.
worse. She suffered a worse fate than me. Sounds like the sailor didn't wake up on the right side of the bunk today. Huh?
Guess not.
Laugh
get-
track.
I guess it's not. Left
I
track.
guess not. Stop calling me sailor. I am senior crewman Mitrov Stroganov.
Oh, even though he clearly hates us, I guess he's gonna talk to us.
I guess good thing there's no music, so the game's not lagging.
Mr. Strovina, could you tell me about the first class area?
This is where highest class of cabins are. Corridor connects to each of them.
Highest class? Could you tell us more?
You don't understand how this works.
Only certain people use rooms. Public figures, kings traveling in secret, rich people. Important people. So I'm here as God.
Kings? That's really impressive.
Very
Well.
cool.
Well, they call me king of the court for nothing.
Bro.
Oh, but stowaways hide in one of these cabins on my watch? If I could,
Are you
I
on
would
the
throw
spot?
you into the ocean right now and rest easy.
Please forgive me.
No.
No.
If I may ask a question, is anyone currently staying in the cabin next to Kazuma Asogi's?
Da.
Sasro? What was that just now?
Sounded like da to me.
Oh, yes.
Means yes in Russian. Or maybe it means no.
So one of those two, I guess, it could be yes or it could be no.
Cannot let you visit other passengers' rooms just because you wanted to.
We have a valid reason, bro.
You want us to prevent evidence?
That means that the
You an
cabinet
obstruction to justice?
I am
Interesting.
Oh, okay, guess next.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about the gas. Hey, was
Who's
there any
this
British
man?
lady with a swan? So could you tell us anything about the people
Was there any
next
cute
to
otakus like living rooming next door?
any sandares over there? Oh, why yes.
Yes.
Why didn't you say so?
Why did you say so? Name is Grimsby Roylott.
Grimesby Roylott?
Grimsby,
It's really
okay.
hard names.
Grimsby Roylott. He's upstanding old gentleman from the west.
A gentleman from the west, huh?
He must be a
Amazing.
cowboy. Do not bother him with pesky questions. He is knowing nothing about student murder.
How are you able to assert that so confidently?
Mr. Grimsby Roylott is a respectable Western man. Why would he care about lowly Asian children?
Amazing. Harsh words.
Wow. Okay.
They
Can see why
Both
this game.
adults.
Can see why this game wasn't localized.
By the way, when did Mr. Roylott board the ship?
You are not needing that information.
well, now that I'm thinking about it, from the very start of the voyage right up until this conversation, you've been pretty rude. I've never heard or seen so as much as a single hint of a cabin being occupied. What?
Well, because he's probably thinking of, because
Speaking
like,
of staying in a first-class cabin, that would mean he must be a very important person indeed. Is that correct?
you are not needing that information. Okay, last night.
Last night, what did
What
you do?
happened?
Mr. Strovina, have you been on watch here for the entire voyage so far? Tell me. You
Yes.
can always tell me.
I am keeping suspicious people like you from running around ship.
Oh no, I'm not sus, bro.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about the incident last night?
It's very sad what happened to student.
Aww.
Going by what you just said, you must have been standing guard here last night too, right?
Of course.
Then, during that time, did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Yet.
Hmm. Cicero?
I think he said niet.
Which means no. Everything was normal last night. Nothing unusual.
What about any odd noises? Or anyone who looks sus?
He looked it over.
No, everything was normal.
Sorry.
Sorry, mate.
I wondered though. Was it me or did Mr. Strovina's glance away for a second there?
Ooh.
Deduction.
he?
Yeah,
I guess I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I saw it.
It's time to end this little chat.
Huh?
I must make routine report to Captain. You should return to cabin as well.
Alrighty.
Door to the second class cabin is firmly locked and secured. Do not bother trying to escape if it is not possible.
I understand.
So let's go to the next cabin. Yeah.
Let's break into someone's room.
Yes, yeah.
Now, let's investigate to our heart's content.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Wait,
What's the worst they could do? Now let's
now
walk
let's
into
go
the
to
room.
Now let's go to the door.
No, but there's no guard. We can sneak into the other one. Here it is. This is the cabin adjacent to Asogi's. Oh, okay. I thought that was our room. Okay.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't our room. It's the one with the...
Okay.
And that air duct was where Cosimo saw the speckled band, apparently. I'm pretty sure I actually did read The Mystery of the Speckled Band, like, in 6th grade for one of my classes.
What, apparently what Holmes was telling, that, or like, when he was accusing Naruhodo of being, like, this, like, revolutionary, that was from the original Speckled Band, mystery.
Oh.
And also, I think he says something else, like, from, like, that also is from the original the original mystery, oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I know, like, it started with, like, the original story, I think.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, 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 knock.
Room service. Take an answer.
Housekeeping.
Hey, if you
Are
ain't
they
soft,
dead
open the
too?
door.
I don't think we're going to be able to ask any questions about the room right now.
Damn.
Let's barge in. Hey, yeah, this is inconvenient. Let's just break it open.
Plot-relatedly inconvenient.
What was the voice just now? It came from the inside of this cabin.
Only made the tearful innocent scream of a maiden in distress.
Yeah, it sounded like a girly shriek.
Out of the way, you lot.
Out of the way, lot! I shall kick down that door post-haste!
Please don't break your legs, bro. Mr. Holmes!
Right now, I'm absolutely brimming with this intense desire to kick down this door. Wow.
Yes, please.
That's funny.
Wait for just a moment. Please don't break any of your bones. This door appears to be unlocked.
Bust it open. Holmes, do
Seriously?
it.
Well then, where exactly am I supposed to vent this urge to kick something?
Not aside. Let's go inside.
A little bit. Where am I gonna kick now? That's a little.
Yeah, you know, if someone's there, dude, I'd just kick them.
Someone will die.
January 9th at the SS Sinclair.
First class cabin 2.
Cabin 2. Whoa.
Whoa.
There you go. Holmes, kick him. Kick him, Holmes.
I'm voicing a lot of characters, so somebody take this.
I can.
I'll take over this one.
Okay.
What? Or do you want to?
It doesn't matter.
Alright. You can do it, Yemi.
Okay. Well, what do you want with me?
That Western gentleman appeared to be Russian. Excuse me. We just heard what sounded like a young woman screaming coming from this room.
But we see a man.
Oh, snippy snip.
He's gonna snippy
As
snippy.
you see, I'm the only one in this cabin. No one else.
He's right. This old guy is the only person in here. Yet there was someone that screamed. But what on earth was that scream then?
Yeah.
Hey, my good man, can you scream for me? Just to check.
Now!
Oh my goodness.
Leave.
Geez, so rude.
Get out.
Pardon me, Mr. Grimesby Rylot, I presume?
He? The good old gentleman?
Yes, I am Roylott. Who are you?
Sherlock Holmes, the one and only. Surely my reputation precedes me.
Never heard of him. Oof.
I'm the great detective. My name's Adorn's magazine covers are all across the British Empire.
I don't care.
And so, I am certainly no manner of suspicious individual, as you can see.
He's using the magazine like some kind of business card.
As opposed to the dude who actually has a business card. Detective? Even more suspicious.
Sauce.
I don't know. Holmes seems pretty sus.
We are certain that we heard a scream originating from this very room.
Gave him a very strong urge to kick something.
Oh, maybe that door right there. Kick that one.
It is readily apparent that no one is hiding within your wardrobe, therefore... If it's not too much of a bother, may I open that small trunk over there?
This silliness. How can someone fit in there? This trunk is very, very small. You think there's a person inside?
Yes.
Small person.
Very small.
Well, if recent trends indicate anything, packing people into luggage is quite popular.
Please stop looking at me.
Don't look at me!
Don't look at me. I'm innocent! I just wanted a free trip.
Oh my gosh,
Did you see that, Naruhodo?
I didn't see anything.
Damn
I
it.
blinked.
No,
All I saw was a flash of light.
the trunk was moving.
Oh yes, I think I did. The trunk moved, didn't it? There is someone.
Snake in there.
Yep. Sauce, dude. Sauce.
All of you, leave now. If you do not, I call the sailors.
We're about to get into some more gameplay stuff soon.
Grumby Roylott, he stayed in the cabin directly next to Asogi. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This Russian man has to be hiding something. But he's a very well-respected man. How could he be so sus?
Is it? Yes, my thoughts exactly. We must find some sort of lead before that sailor returns.
We must grasp at straws. Examine it.
I guess we can't examine anything because since he's in the room.
He's in the
I
way.
guess we have to talk. We'll just talk normally.
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Could we have a moment of your time?
Not accepting visitors.
About that. What were you doing last night?
No one. Now leave.
Oh no.
Leave.
Not off to a great start.
There's no point to get anywhere like this.
That's for sure. How are we going to deal with this man? Alright. I wonder if the great detective would want to know. Would know what to do. Maybe we could just distract him by like saying like, hey, the weather, and then Sherlock just going in through everybody's stuff. Hey, so Mr. Grimby, can we talk about your first class cabin? It looks pretty nice. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott.
Was that the middle one, or is this? Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong one.
No, that was the middle one.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Not off to a great start.
Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere like this.
That's for sure.
I think we have to go talk to Holmes.
Yeah, okay. So we are getting the same thing. Okay, maybe we can examine something. And
Maybe
then
we can examine the detective in the wardrobe right there.
Mr. Holmes, do you have something to say?
This is like the best part of the game. Like when you examine stuff and you randomly see Sherlock Holmes just like in a weird area and you're like, what the fuck is he doing there?
Like Sherlock, I think you're giving me a hint.
Sherlock, I think you're high.
Mr. Holmes.
Ah, please, just Mr. Holmes is fine.
Oh, I did. Okay, that's not any less formal. Mr. Holmes, I presume? What are you doing in there?
Oh, not much. Just making myself at home.
Like you did, my good fellow. At home?
I'm just passing the time imagining how it must felt to be crammed in here. Waiting for the moment when the two of you beseech the aid of a great detective.
Besieged.
What?
Well now, it would seem that the time has finally come for some gameplay mechanics. Am I mistaken?
Well, he's certainly not wrong. Can't argue with that.
Now look over there.
All I see is a regular box.
It's man with some scissors.
All
That
I see
Russian
is a
gentleman,
comrade.
Mr. Roylott, is clearly hiding something.
Yep.
The best countermeasure.
And what would be the best countermeasure against a Russian who's hiding something? The answer, of course, would be the truth.
Oh yes. Oh yes. How did I think of that?
Indeed, that doesn't apply to Russians alone.
Right. This man.
But I wonder what that Russian man would do if his hidden secrets were to be exposed. Wouldn't it be interesting to find out?
On the case. I would love to, Mr. Holmes. Senpai? Sign my merch, please.
Please. Then allow me to show you something intriguing.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Something only a great detective can do. A great detective's great deduction.
Yo.
Oh boy.
That's true though.
Oh, we're gonna go in. As you can clearly see here we have a classic suspicious-looking Russian.
Oh my gosh. Textbook, really. What?
Sometimes I wonder myself. Are suspicious people inherently Russian, or are Russians people inherently suspicious?
So we're gonna break down his shell by being super racist towards it.
Yeah!
The chicken or the egg, I see. Indeed, I don't think it's either one is the case.
And if I may add, Mr. Holmes,
That's quite racist.
so much the beard and the dark glasses might seem to suggest it.
Yo, dude, why is he wearing shades indoors?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Kinda
they're
sus.
grounds enough to outright label someone as suspicious.
Yeah.
Bro, like, where's the sunlight? Bro, don't go to a Walmart with
Right.
sunglasses on. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Zoom.
Did you hear that?
Why do you look at me like this?
Yeah, I see. Yes, I understand now.
What?
At last, the truth has become clear to me. There's no room for doubt. Now then, Mr. Roylott, I have arrived at two conclusions.
What do you mean?
First, conclusion number one. Your true identity.
Oh boy, this better be
Simply
good.
put, you are a villain. You were just about to cut short something very important to you, using those scissors. Am I mistaken? On to conclusion number two. At this very moment, you have been caught, red-handed in the midst of a nefarious deed. By now, you must be shaking under that beard, panicking over if you've already been found out. Am I mistaken? Am I wrong?
Sounds of pain. Here at one of Mr. Holmes's great deductions.
Amazing. Great. Deductions.
Mr. Holmes has a truly incredible talent.
Simp.
With only one look at a person, he can learn almost everything about them.
He's a tier 3 sub.
Yo, dude. How in the world?
He's
No
a tier
way.
3 sub to Giselle. That's
Is
what I
anyone
get from him.
stupid except for me?
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I've read that book countless times. I can't believe I'm about to hear one of his great deductions firsthand.
Sherlock Holmes is just a cosplayer.
No.
Oh, truly, it is like a dream come true.
Yep.
Maybe it's Sherlock Holmes himself who's sus. I can't believe it. Mr. Roylott just turned white as a sheet. Somehow, it looks like these two conclusions hit the mark.
How? How could...
How could you possibly know that? Is that what you were about to say?
Oh my.
Sugiyomaewa.
You're...
Very well. It's time for all to be revealed. How indeed? Did this great detective before you arrive at these two conclusions? Come along now, shall we embark together upon a journey of deduction? What I mean to say is that
like a children's
I'm
show.
asking you to tag along with my reasoning.
Tag along? What is tagging along?
Oh!
Oh, dang.
Oh, dude. Persona.
The game is afoot.
Let us score the game.
Yes, we've done well. Identity. Topic 1. Oh, the cutscene.
Behold, Mr. Roylott, the mysterious Russian. First, let your eyes be drawn towards this.
Let me see.
Where'd that spotlight come from?
Oh,
This oversized pair of scissors sticking out like a sore thumb.
the comedically
Now,
sized.
just what in the devil were you planning to do with those? With just a little observation, the answer becomes obvious. You intended to cut off your splendid beard with those scissors.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
Why do you keep...
Now then, why would you have such an urgent need to cut that magnificent beard? That, too, is quite obvious. And I have the evidence to back it up. Have a look at this morning's newspaper. It contains a rather intriguing article. In fact, it appears that you, too, have seen the article of which I speak. Surely you must understand by now. The article inside reveals your true identity. The newspaper's revolutionary article. Revolutionary Dmitry Demoglaski flees Russia believed to be en route to Shanghai. As you can see, the picture clearly depicts that eye-catching beard of yours. Oh my god, that's so cool. Having
Truly the
seen
marvels of 3D animation.
the article, you planned to cut off your beard before the crew found you out. However, since you have yet to do so, your true identity remains clear.
No, it doesn't.
You are none other than the frightful revolutionary, Dmitry Demoglaski.
I've only accused 2 people
Though with
of that so
said,
far today.
I can't say I've ever heard of you.
Conclusion.
Defected. revolutionary.
Oh my.
Now let's get to the second topic at hand. The crime.
The crime at hand. He has the blood of Asogi's on his hands.
Next, we have my second deduction.
Lights.
It seems to me that we have caught you in the act of committing a terrible crime. Now, as for proof of that crime... Aha! It's right over there, is it not? As I expected. It appears that you have shown your hand, Mr. Roylock. When people are taken by surprise, they tend to reflexively shift their gaze. It is a classic tale, more eloquent and powerful than mere words could ever convey.
Now let's open up that box.
Yes, our answer lies directly in your line of sight. So carelessly directed. The proof of your crime, elementary, is that trunk. I think it's about time that you opened this trunk and showed us what it's inside,
No, I am refusing. Daga kotowaru.
Exactly what do you have hiding in there? From what I can see, were you to apply enough force, I think you'd be able to fit a small girl inside. Okay, no?
That is silly.
It is.
It's stupid. You're stupid.
Stupid.
Young.
Okay.
Sherlock.
A young girl, stuffed into a trunk. Just who might she be? Ah, good grief. Yada
Yada yada.
Oh yeah.
Everyone just... You're not much of a criminal, are you? Your line of sight betrayed your secret so easily. Just now, without a second thought, you took a glance at our answer. The reason why you can't open that trunk can again be found in the newspaper. In truth, it seems that yet another intriguing article published in these pages rather than looking at the article about the revolutionary, flip to the reverse page. Beautiful flower of the prestigious Novovich Ballet Company goes missing. There's only one logical conclusion. The crime you are hiding in midst of committing is abduction. According to the article, the girl's name is Nikomina Borshevik or something.
Bro.
The crime. Murder. Kidnapped the ballerina. The world-renowned ballerina. How could he?
And there you have it. The great deductions of Sherlock Holmes have been revealed.
That's great and all, but where's the proof?
Where's the proof? Well, the proof was in his deduction.
Sounds about
Obviously,
right.
Naruhodo's like, bullshit.
Susato? Is that really a great deduction? Or are you just gonna, like, let him say whatever he wants to say?
Read all about them in his book. His great deductions just now were a little different than usual.
Oh my.
They weren't like the manga I was reading.
Sorry to interrupt, Holmes. Could you come over here for a moment? Like, real talk, bro? What are you doing?
Ah, what can I do for you?
Bro, I gotta keep it real with you, Chief. I want to ask about your reasoning there. Like, what was that all about?
Yes, by all means, what's on your mind?
Well, let me start with this newspaper. I didn't think I'd have to repeat myself, but here we go, but here we are.
Here we go.
These two men's faces are nothing alike. They look completely different. Okay, maybe, alright? Maybe. There's similarities.
I didn't expect to repeat myself, either. But here we are, indeed.
Ooh, what are you, a parrot?
We're dealing with the revolutionary. Who's to say he didn't revolutionize his own face again?
Yeah,
At the very least,
You know.
I suppose he looks more like the picture than you do, Naruhodo.
yeah, let's just throw him under the bus. That's not the point. We don't
His
have...
face is very long.
Yeah, it's
what's
very
with the
long.
long face? And besides that, there's something else. That bit about the abduction.
Ah, yes.
is
Truly
the
a
ballerina.
shocking turn of events, isn't it?
And yes, it is quite frightening.
At first glance, I wouldn't think that a girl could fit inside that trunk.
Actually, it's worse than that. It's clearly way too small to fit a person inside. But you'll be surprised how flexible these ballerinas can get. You'll barely be able to close it even if you stuff so much as a 5-year-old inside.
4-year-old, however.
4-year-old though. Now that's easy.
In that case, could the missing ballerina be a 5-year-old?
No.
Yes, she looks pretty old for her age.
Oh, didn't you know? She's actually 15.
I'm at 15.5.
That means she's not legal.
So, Mr. Holmes, I had no idea. 5, 15, they're both 5s. What's the big deal?
It's a number.
So if she's 15, then roughly 10 years of her ought to be sticking out of that trunk.
Okay. There's something I'd once heard somewhere long time ago.
Like 10 years ago?
I can still
In order to
remember
make
when-
their bodies more limber, some ballerinas would drink vinegar every day.
Vinegar? Really?
Indeed. With a body ripened by vinegar, fitting into a box like this shouldn't be no trouble at all.
You're mixing up ballet dancers.
Wait, what? This is such a mess. What are you talking about? Vinegar?
Photo about Mr. Holmes's reasoning just now. I think his observations are right on the mark at least the foundations of what happened.
Yeah, so what you're gonna do, what we're gonna do is, fix his, deduction.
It's just focal points and logic are just a little bit off.
Yeah, you know, it's not hitting the mark. A bit off. It's completely off. Out of bounds, dude. Next league.
Yeah.
It's out of this planet.
We take the most important keywords from his reasoning and just discreetly replace a few of them here and there, we might just figure this out.
So take the keyword from his deduction and replace them. So we're gonna
Yes, that's literally just what I said.
we're just gonna do Mad Lib on
Yes.
the good detective.
Discreetly, mind you. If we can do that,
Then
then surely Mr. Holmes's great deductions will truly come to light.
I guess.
So, make it sound like it's his idea.
Indubitably, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, wow, this great detective is a real piece of work.
Well, it seems that you got your work cut out for you. Thanks to me.
You sure are laughing loud enough about it?
Oh, and as for you, I almost forgot. Take a look at your hands.
My hands? My handles?
Whoa!
Whoa, you a magician?
The hairs are gone!
How did you do that?
Really? This is... How did he...
Yeah, no, can we can this be safe to assume that just Sherlock Holmes is just Joseph Joestar?
Yes.
Literally.
I thought those cuffs might get in the way of your deduction, so I got them off in a jiffy.
Oh, amazing. Huh? Yeah, yes. Thank you so much. Because I know sus...
No less from the great detective, Sherlock Holmes, even though lockpicking isn't really in one's repertoire when they think of a detective.
Real simping right there, bro.
There's no need to be worried. I'll put them back on once we're finished here.
No, that's okay. We can leave them off. We can leave them out. And now it's my turn to do a sort of toss.
Now, why don't we get this another go? Come, one and all, to Sherlock Holmes' Theater of Logic and Reason.
His facts and logic.
Because it's fake.
Oh, it switched to Naruto. Hold it, Mr. Holmes.
Time to review. Let's see this deduction. So the identity. He is a revolutionary. Well, let's see about that. Let's see about this, Mr. Holmes.
Behold, Mr. Roylott, the mysterious Russian. First, let your eyes be drawn towards this. The oversized pair of scissors sticking out like a sore thumb. Now, just what in the devil were you planning to do with those? With just a little observation, the answer becomes obvious. You intended to cut off your splendid beard with those scissors. Time stop.
You intended to cut your beard?
It's a different font. I noticed that last time.
Sasaro.
Oh, are those the kind of scissors you'd cut a beard with?
Nah, you need a shave, a razor. I don't have any intentions of ever growing a beard like that, so I don't really know.
I think Mr. Roylott isn't so sure himself. I mean, look at his beard. Does it actually look like he's ever cut it?
I don't know. In other words, this is part of the deduction seems a bit off. Why would...
In that case, Mahoto, let's try replacing it with something else.
Yes, why not? Yeah, sounds good to me. How about how should we go about it?
First, let's stop and take a good look at Mr. Roylott himself.
And look around.
Okay. What is it really? Was it really the beard that he was going to cut off?
There you go. That's a good question. Next, look for the answer when you find it.
Okay, when I find it.
Then the rest is in your hands.
What exactly is she telling me to do? Okay, I'll give it a try. Time to replace this logic with facts.
Yeah.
What are Mr. Roylott really going to cut off with those scissors?
His dick. I mean, no. Okay. So if we turn around and look...
Oh, you got a bonus back.
Whoa! What is this? Let's present that.
So the beard is a fake then?
No, he's the
Pretty hair with those scissors. Alright, so it's your turn to, talk. Is up?
It's time for lights, camera, action! You intended to cut off your pretty hair with those scissors. But why?
Indubitably. That's what I meant to say.
So nice and fancy.
Such
So
beautiful
silky.
golden locks couldn't possibly belong to an old man.
You're actually a woman, aren't you?
Well, this was good. Took this voice then.
And judging by your hair's sheen,
You're clearly a young girl at that.
oh, we figured it out.
I had the chance to cut my hair. Then I would not be found out.
Lights.
Now then, why would you have such an urgent need to cut that beautiful hair? That, too, is quite obvious, and I have the evidence to back it up. Surely you must understand by now. This article reveals your true identity. The newspaper's revolutionary article.
Nope.
Alright, wow. I sure wasn't expecting that. I can't believe that old man was actually a little girl this entire time. What is it? Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, it was definitely shocking. But what's even more surprising to me is how much you seem to enjoy this kind of thing.
Sounds like you like solving problems and solving deductions.
It sounds like he's the great detective. Huh?
Sounds like you're good. You're cut out to be an attorney. You know.
Especially when there's one less person now. Despite your situation, you still ended up jumping around in glee.
Oh. And just who was jumping around in glee? Not me, that's who.
Fine, fine. I'll leave it at that.
Alright, please, I would like to be an English major, okay? Anyways, look at this. Think back to Mr. Holmes' logic earlier. The evidence you brought up seems a little strange now, doesn't it?
It does. If Mr. Roylott is really a woman, then that means...
That article about the revolutionary isn't related to the case anymore.
And because of that, the flow of logic has changed course entirely.
What does that mean for us?
We should replace this evidence so that it matches the flow of logic.
Logic? For some reason, that girl needs to hide her true identity. And I feel like I've heard something about a young girl not too long ago.
Yeah.
I wonder...
Understood, alright? Let's look at the magazine at the back. Sir! We broke his facts and logic. It's over, Holmes. Let me tell you what really happened, alright? This article reveals your true identity. The paper missing ballerina article.
Indubitably, without a doubt, that must be it. Beautiful flower of the prestigious Noblovich Ballet Company goes missing. I love that. It's so cool.
Ooh,
I do believe
Stop, I love it.
we are finally able to call you by your real name.
that's right. Your true identity, your government name, the ballerina from the Novovic ballet company. Really?
It's ballet.
Yep. Yeah.
With the T at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the T is silent.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
language differences.
Nikomina Borshevich.
Dios mío. Oh! Died from the knife. Oh no. Died. Dead. Headshot. Let's see this. What's under the hood? You can't hide what's inside. Why? If it isn't the ballerina.
It is as you say. My real name is Nico. Nikolina Borshevik.
Whoa.
Please, tell no one.
Yet not a revolutionary.
Defected
But
ballerina.
Nice.
Solved.
We solved it. Now the crime that she committed. She kidnapped the ballerina.
Kept herself.
She captured
Kidnapped
herself.
herself.
Please don't come any closer. I'll threaten the ballerina.
Next, we have my second deduction.
Lights.
It seems to me that we have caught you in the act of committing a terrible crime. Now, as for the proof of that crime... Aha! It's right over there, is it not? As I expected, it appears that you have shown your hand, Miss Nicolina. When people are taken by surprise, they tend to reflexively shift their gaze. It's a classic tale, more eloquent and powerful than mere words could ever convey.
This dude sounds like my speech textbook.
Yes, our answer lies directly in your line of sight, so carefully direct. The proof of your crime, elementary, is that trunk.
No.
The trunk. If that girl really is the ballerina, then there's obviously no way she packed up in that trunk right now.
That she was abducted at all is now disputable.
Then what exactly is this girl's actual crime? It looks like I have no choice. I have to check the stage again. I have to take the stage again.
Naruhodo, you're certainly enjoying all of this, aren't you? Jumping around the room and joining Mr. Holmes in his theatrics must be so thrilling.
Nah, please, stop teasing me. Anyways, some other evidence that reveals her true crimes must be here somewhere.
Alright, so let's look around.
It's on the tape.
Oh! Well,
Yep.
tiara.
Tiara.
Incredible.
Bam!
A tiara. The proof of your crime. Elementary, my friend. It's that tiara. You stole it. Stolen. Oh my goodness. How could you do such a thing? Why would you do that?
I forgot to read that. It bears a striking resemblance to the one you can see in this news article. According to the article, this tiara is valued at 20,000 rubles. In other words,
Got a whole chunk of cheddar.
Jeez.
That would make the nature of your crime grand
larceny.
larceny.
You pilfered that tiara from the ballet school. You were a member of, didn't you?
Oh boy, that doesn't look
You
like.
found me out. Take my hat back on.
So 20,000 rubles is $250.
Oh really? That's how much?
It's like
It was probably more back then.
Yeah,
it's probably more back then. I am all alone. No allies, no friends. I'm needing money to survive. But I did not steal tiara. That is not true. A Prussian Earl gave it to me. It belongs to me now.
A 15-year-old girl seeking asylum all on her own? So maybe like around 6,000. Okay, I can't imagine how scared and alone she must feel.
Yeah. Rough.
At least 6,000, yeah.
Coffee? I've told you everything.
Not quite. No, not yet.
Oh. Huh?
There's
There's still another mystery left to unravel.
Do not understand.
Actually, that was a good call to have you voice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. It was a good call for you to voice. You have obstinately refused my request to have that trunk opened and examined. Surely, you must have some sort of important reason to do so. Is that not the case, Miss Nicolina? I must keep secret from this man. You think to yourself, but it's futile. I've already found a way to infer the contents of the trunk, you see.
Stupid again? Probably.
Ah, good grief. Yeah.
Yada,
I'm gonna keep
yada.
doing this every time. You're not much of a criminal, are you? Your line of sight betrayed your secret so easily. Yet the answer lies directly in your line of sight, so carelessly directed. The reason you can't allow us to open the trunk is written in the books on those shelves.
Wrong.
No, bruh. Mr. Holmes' deduction has really changed from what he was saying before. Wow, how he came.
So we must have changed directions to take our new deductions into account.
Even so, he just blurts out that it must be the books on the cabinet shelf. That's nothing more than a random guess. It's painfully obvious. Can't you see?
That's really the case. Is he really just a weird cosplayer?
I mean, no matter what her reason is for refusing our access to the trunk, it's her right. Alright, how could it possibly be written anything in these books? It's too convenient.
You may be right. But Nikamina did unmistakably steal a glance in that general direction.
So, you're saying that the reason she refuses to open the trunk is somewhere within her line of sight this time, too.
Right. We need to make the same assumption this time around.
Why won't she open that trunk? The answer to that question has to lie somewhere in her line of sight.
Okay, what could she be looking at? Oh, books on the shelf. Wait a minute. Maybe this? The notice?
Yeah. What else? Notice?
Let's
The mirror.
examine.
So it'd be like illegal contraband. The SSL Clear's boarding regulations are written here. Do not store any dangerous things, such as weapons or animals, in the cabins.
Same message was posted in our cabin. What do you think would happen if we broke those rules?
I'm sure it would be something terrible, such as being thrown overboard into the freezing cold ocean. Or perhaps we might be confined inside some terribly narrow wardrobe.
Wow, shade.
It's beginning to sound like I've been taking this punishment for quite a while.
Alright. So I think, because she might be hiding something.
Yeah.
And it can't be the books.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's hiding something.
Notice.
Let's go.
There we go. Doing the Jotaro pose.
Oh, the reason you can't allow us to open the trunk is written on the notice. It's obvious, isn't it? Take a look at it. Do not store any dangerous items such as weapons or animals in the cabin, and yet we find
Since the trunk moved before, it's probably an animal.
Something inside that trunk is prohibited on this ship.
It is an item. A weapon
Because
is
of this,
inside that trunk.
you cannot risk opening the trunk and allowing us to examine its contents.
It's quite simple, really. Earlier, we noticed that the trunk moved on its own. If you had a weapon hidden in there, that wouldn't explain the trunk's movement. Now, would it?
And so, only one possibility remains. Miss Nikomina, inside that trunk, is you!
Oh my goodness, they open it. It's like in the JoJo one where they open the Dio's coffin and then it's like the guy from the outside.
Wait for it.
Oh,
We'll say this
You're
together.
harboring-
You're Wait, 1, 2, 3, go. You're
You're
harboring the other thing that
other
can't be
thing
kept
that
in
could
the
be
cabin.
in the cabin.
An
An animal.
Okay.
So the first time,
We
it
tried.
was I said,
We tried.
There was an attempt.
I think it would have been easier just to like one of us says it and then at the end we say, an animal.
Oh yeah, that would have been a lot easier and cooler. Smuggled
Yes.
animal.
We did it.
She's smuggling tiaras and smuggling exotic animals from the Russian wonderland.
Deduction
Amazing.
complete.
We did it.
Elementary.
Elementary, my friend.
Even though we had to grade all your work for you, bro.
Yeah.
Great, we figured it out. But that's cool and all, but Sogi's dead.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, that's all
He
cool
is
and all, but
still
he's
dead.
dead.
So you're actually innocent.
Spiegelrilla is not my real name.
But we'll have to find out more about her story in the next video. So we'll catch you guys later.
Woo!
That was
See ya.
yeah.
Bye bye.